everybody. Welcome back to Seefeld. Just in time to see our athletes arrive and top of the pile for this race, although it is of course the mass start, so it means not very much. It's Thomas Rettenegger with that blue bib. Johannes Lampeter from nearby Holland Tirol, just 30 minutes away. He is bib number 2. Then Julian Schmidt of Germany. And then the Oftebro brothers, who are in great form, of course. The best skier, Jens Luris Oftebro, 2 wins in 2 last weekend, alongside his brother, who's been in great form as well. Ilkka Herala, his season yet to ignite really, but could this be the day? Always good to hit form on the triple. 6 is Stefan Rettenegger. It has been, well, certainly last time out it was a tale in Oberhof of the 2 sets of siblings, and there's that symbol again, all to do with including women in the Olympics in Nordic Combined. Equality is the aim, surely. Anyway, let's get ourselves back into this race here. 10Ks, 4 laps of a challenging course. Stand by, and we are away again. Wonderful. The sun is low, the shadows are long, and the race is underway. The drone perhaps taking this course a little easier than our athletes for sure. As they head out of the stadium, Herala goes to the front. Schmidt drops down. Rijdek, Rettenegger, Thomas Rettenegger's in there as well, and they've started like a train, a bullet train at that. They've gone fast. That gives you a real idea of the speed they're going. It's a little downhill. Rijdek, the old campaigner, just tucking in behind Herala. Manny Cooper's alongside, and Manny, we saw an interesting but perhaps predictable women's race with Hagen win, and this one perhaps a little harder to predict.
Oh, we did. We saw a great race from the women today. I mean, we've got perfect conditions, haven't we? Blue sky, great snow, and yeah, I'm not going to say who's going to win this, because you know I don't do that anymore, because anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Anything can
right.
happen, and it's so important that the technicians got the right skis today, because half of the course is in the sun, and then the other half is in the shade, and it's going to be really icy. So they've been testing every single day leading up to leading up to the weekend.
I mean, how do you do? Because obviously there are 2 opposite and oppositional things that don't go together. So how do you actually get the skis that work?
Well, that's the whole big science of it, to be honest with you. The technicians, they do over 16 kilometers just testing the skis, going up and down a slope, seeing which is the better, which ski's better, which wax is better, and they'll have a look, where's the most important bit of the course, so they'll try and make sure they've got the good skis for the sun. And when it's hard and icy, the snow's normally and usually quite fast anyway, so it's a whole of a mix and match, and every single athlete, I can tell you this, and I can guarantee you this, will have different skis in this race today.
It is Herrera at the top. Keep an eye out for bib number 4, Jens Luris Oftebro, because he's not showing up on our GPS, and I'm hoping that's not because he is at the back and has not started, because that would be a terrible thing to happen. We'll keep an eye out for them going through, and look at that. It's a wonderful sight, isn't it, from above? It's a wonderful sight if you're just next to them, watching them up. You can't see it from the drone, and then down they go, and and a faller there at the back, and going to get the pole, and away they go.
Dear. Oh dear, and look out for Costa Samuel from Italy. Our Italians, they like the mass starts, don't they? They really do. Definitely stronger on the inner skis than on the wider skis, but this course today will really show us who is cross-country fit and not. It's brutal. We've got so many long uphill sections and downhill sections. The men will be going a bit quicker than the women. Now, they are heavier, so they will be definitely hitting the 60-65 kilometers an hour.
That was Shogo Azagami, by the way, who fell. He's at the back of the pack, a 7-second deficit between him and the rest. And at the front, it's still Ilkka Herrala. We talked about how perhaps it's time for him to show what he can really do this season. He hasn't been able to do it thus far. Jens Lewis Oftebro, it is a GPS issue. He is in that pack. He's in the top 10 more or less. Keep an eye out for bib number 4. So if you're a fan of the Oftebros, the Ofter brothers, then don't worry, Jens is there. Einar Lewis Oftebro is there. Look at this, 2 rows going up, and you've got to be careful, haven't you? You don't want to trip over somebody's skis, because we saw that already.
You don't, especially on this uphill section. And before we go down on the really tricky and technical downhill section, if you lose your group or you crash on this uphill section, then the group will keep running. They're not going to wait for you. They're going to be like, okay, well, you've just crashed, so that's kind of on you.
Yeah.
We're seeing an attack from, I believe that's one of the Rettenegger brothers, going all the way outside on the outside line to try and get with the front pack. And you can just see how technical this is going down there. No edges on the skis, so not like the Alpine skis, so very thin. And it looks like the technicians from the Finland team have been doing very well.
A little wobble from Herrala there, but he got away with it. Yeah, these skis not really designed to go that fast downhills, to be honest with you. He's just been overtaken by Geiger. Geiger, who loved this last year, of course.
And he's got some good skis today. Look at this. He hasn't even done anything yet. He has taken that speed from the top of the last uphill section into this one. And this is the great thing about this course as well. You can really take the speed into the uphill sections, which really helps yourself.
Yeah, Geiger, of course, won the Olympic title on the normal hill, and we'll be looking to do something again, for whether your season in the World Cup's going well or not. Geiger, of course, injured early on, has been struggling to find his form. We've seen snatches of it, and it is Geiger who goes through here. He does like this course, that's for sure. Won the triple last season, took victory in the Gundersen on the last day. Like I say, the reigning Olympic champion, looking to repeat the dose over those 2 weeks in Italy, across the Alps. It's a short hop, I suppose.
It is a short hop, and the athletes were just relaxing, weren't they? Going through there, they're all bunched up together again. I did wonder if we were going to see, well, a group of 10 of them going into this second round. But they're all back together, so anything can happen now.
Oh, they're all, yeah. You're looking at the GPS readings, and the majority of the pack are within 15 seconds. So this could be really interesting. Towards the back there, Wendelin Tannheimer, stronger as a ski jumper for sure, but if he can hold on to a group, it's a little like a cycling peloton. You can egg each other on.
It is, and you know, this is the first race of the weekend. It is the triple weekend, so this does mean we've got 3 competitions. The mass start today, then we have the Gundersen and the compact, and the men have 12.5k on the last day, which I do find a bit harsh, to be honest. You know, you've raced twice the 2 days before, and then they say, oh, come on, race another lap, just for fun. They probably heard you, Richard, on our last live commentary in Oberhof, where you thought then the athletes could probably race another loop.
I reckon they could do, but then I'm an armchair critic, aren't I? Andreas Skoglund has come to the front. That's a good move from Skoglund. Had a patchy season, 1 podium. That was in Utapa, but by and large has been struggling to get inside the top 10. So he'll be happy to be at the front.
He will be, and because it is the triple, there's going to be a competition for every single athlete. And we said it before, some of them are stronger on the cross-country skis, and some of them are stronger on the thicker wider skis. And and if you're wondering why there's a bib 300, which we keep seeing, that is Watabe, and that is his 300th World Cup start. I mean, wow.
It's amazing.
That
it is amazing, isn't it?
Isn't it? It is. Hats off to him.
been going for a while. 19 victories, 74 podiums, World Cup champion, of course, in 2018, and a couple of silvers and a bronze at the Olympics. Not a bad CV to have, is it?
It isn't. So he didn't lose his number, and the FIS decided to give him a random bib with 3 numbers. So
lovely,
it does have a meaning. It's great, isn't it?
There he is, going through with 300, and you're going to keep that bib and frame it somewhere, aren't you?
Oh, you're not going to give that away, are you?
Retiring at the end of the season, I think, or is he going to keep going? I think he might keep
I don't
going,
know. I
actually.
think it might be. I think it might be open. There was a rumour he might stop, but you know, if you have a great season, you might be like, well, why not?
If it's what you
why
know
not
and what you love, why
exactly. Why not hang another season on? But they are bunched up. We're in the second round of the mass start here in Seefeld, and there's a tiny breakaway at the front. A few athletes left at the back, but yeah, it's all go at the front. Anything can happen.
Yeah, Skoglund, Herrera, Rettenegger, just a couple of seconds ahead of Samuel Costa of Italy. Again, the Italians have been wonderful on the thin skis on the cross-country track with their very noticeable blue ski suits. And it is an interesting mix of nationalities: Norway, Finland, Austria, Italy, Germany, Estonia in the top 10. It's a good mix. We've got, 14 countries. It might actually be 13 because one of the Chinese athletes, the only athlete, I don't think started. So, but anyway, a nice spread of athletes from around the globe.
Lampard just attacking, showing us what he can do on his home tracks. He's going to want to have it, isn't he? 2022-2023 season, he did win it. There's no Reba here this year, is that he's on the side of the course cheering on and watching his Norwegian athletes. But Lampard is obviously feeling super strong.
He is. He's looking good, isn't he? Skoglund is staying with him. Just behind him is Ilkka Herrera. I think if he can stay close, will be in contention. Remember, of course, this is the mass start. We switch what we normally do. If you're new to the sport, we'll be taking the points earned and converting them into an advantage for the ski jumping a little later on. Not much later on. There's a pretty quick turnaround for these athletes. The women, 2:10 local time. We'll see them in action. And Lamperter ahead at the moment alongside Skoglund. Herrera in there as well. Stefan Rettenegger. And this man, I don't know whether you would say, Manny, but imagine that half-hour commute. He's sleeping in his own bed. That's actually an advantage, isn't it?
It probably is. I won't suspect he'll be at home. He will be with the team in Seefeld in a hotel. But, he's got his friends, family up here, grandparents, mum and dad. That also motivates you, and you know the course off by heart. He could do this in his sleep. Put a blindfold on him, and I bet you he would go around and not even crash.
Well, you should suggest it to him, see what he says.
Well, we'll see.
Lamperter and Skoglund just pulling ahead a little bit of that next group. Rettenegger, Herrera, Costa staying with them, and Geiger just dropping off a little bit. And he attacks again. This is good.
This is what we were expecting to see. They didn't chill. Of course, they weren't chilling around the first round, but they're really putting the hammer down now. They really want to try and separate them all because they know how important it is. Stefan Rettenegger didn't have a great PCR yesterday. Oftenbro was struggling a bit as well, he said. And, they know how important it is. And if they just keep within those few seconds of the leaders, anything is possible. We've seen it so many times, haven't we?
Going through. Still a lot of this race to go. It's a 10k race, 4 laps, and out of the stadium goes our leader. It is Lamperter, Skoglund right in behind. He'll be very pleased about that. And then keeping up, Stefan Rettenegger.
And just looking at the Frenchman Mathieu Borde from 17th, so only 11 seconds behind. Hasn't had the best season, has he? He's really been struggling. Has had a World Cup podium, though, in the past. So he'll definitely be eager to get in, top 20, top 15 again. It is the Olympics coming up. So all these athletes, they've been away, got all their Olympic kit. But it's like, no break. We've got the triple in Seefeld. So it's quite interesting. All the athletes in the front, they're all on the Olympic team.
A little touch of the leader's ski just to make sure there's no coming together. It's still the yellow bib of Johannes Lamberter who leads them through. Stefan Rettenegger, Andreas Skoglund looking good as well, wearing 26, and then Herrler still in that battle as well, wearing 5. Geiger, who was at the front momentarily, and then Samuel Costa wearing that blue ski suit, and Ristek not far behind. The old campaigner still got it. He's still got it, you know. Yeah, 6th in the championships at the moment, and a couple of second places recently, so he's feeling it. And I just wonder whether he has got another Olympic medal in him.
Well, we'll see about that. And the good thing about, well, the mass start is, okay, it's great if you win the mass start, but you're not fighting for a medal. All you're fighting for is to stay in the leaders group and to not get too many seconds off them. And that's why you really want to stay in a group. Just skate with them, take the rhythm from the athlete who is in front of you, because that makes such a big difference. I loved it. If I knew I had a faster skier in front of me, I'm like, okay, cool, I can really challenge myself and take up her rhythm. And if I get tired, it's all right, I tried it. And this is exactly what we're seeing. You know, we've got Costa, who's hanging on the back of the leading group with Lamberter and Herrler.
There goes Costa, wearing 21. Ristek, already an Olympic champion, of course, from 2018. We'll see what happens. All eyes on the Olympics. Everyone's starting to feel it now, aren't they? And into the lead goes Stefan Rettenegger. He trails his brother in the World Cup Championship. It will be pause, and then we come back, of course, afterwards for Kulm, the ski flying, Lahti and Oslo. Listen to the coaches, goodness me. They don't hold back, do they?
Oh, they don't. You know your athletes, you know what they need. Like, you know, some athletes don't like being shouted at, but some athletes, well, coaches know that those athletes need a real big push. If they're 2 seconds behind the leading group, you really need to push them as hard as possible just to make those 2 extra strides into the downhill section. And there's a few groups being built, aren't there? There's a few like individuals coming through, which is also a good thing, because you know, you're okay, I'm in 30th place, but I could also get into the top 20 if I do a great jump.
Yeah. Well, Stefan Rettenegger, as I say, not really as good as his brother. 1 podium so far, but he was not far away from it last time out in Oberhof. So perhaps today is his day, but it's a weird one. It's a great weird Seefeld, because it's half points whatever happens today, but you are building and building to that big Sunday when you get double points, but also the triple has become such a big thing. It's what, 13th edition now? This is the 13th. Yeah, 58th World Cup, sorry Manny, to be held here. So it's well established and people love it, and we've got a good crowd here, haven't we? But we'll get a bigger crowd. It's more difficult to park on a Saturday.
Oh, it is. 13th triple edition, the 11th in Seefeld. It was in Schöneuf, actually, once before. And the winner in Schöneuf, that was in 2018-19 season, was Mario Seidel from Austria, who is actually having his last World Cup weekend here. So he will be retiring after this. So great way to end your season. Not quite sure if you'll be glad. Got a triple, 3 competitions.
I know. And then if he does, by some way manage to qualify for the ski flying event, he will go and do that, but I think this might be his last weekend.
I would say so.
Look at the speed as they come over the top of that hill. You've got to be careful. Goes left then, right, and then right again. Great speed, and the crowd love the thrill of these athletes coming flying through. Another little touch of the ski pole there. Rettenegger, Obermeier, Lamberter, 1, 2, 3, Austria.
I was just going to say, Obermeier has suddenly snuck up to the front. I was hanging a minute. There's another Austrian in the front group with the Oftebro and Skoglund. And that's Obermeier. He is a very strong skier, isn't he? I think he went from 52nd to around about top 20 in Oberhof, something like that. And a bit weaker on the ski jump, but he'll be looking to
get
as many seconds.
Yeah, wonderful end to a lap, isn't it? The way they come round here. Geiger loved it last season, showed how strong he was. And if you're in near and you've got something in the legs, then this is the time to attack, isn't it? But at the moment, as they go through, it is Oftebro who will go through. He's the man. Actually, we don't have GPS tracking, something's gone wrong there, but he's definitely at the front. You can't deny that.
Hirvonen and Herala, well, not dangling, but they're on the back of the group, aren't they? Within 3 seconds, so they will just be looking just to keep on the back of them. But attacks are going from Oftebro, and Rettenegger just trying to keep on the back. And there is a bit of a gap opening up there with Overmaier, Rettenegger and Oftebro off the front.
Yep, 3 of them. Rettenegger, Overmaier keeping up with him. Good skis, doesn't it? They look fast downhill for sure, and he's certainly got the power uphill. The man who has the red bib has the best skier, and he is just looking to stretch them with just over 2 Ks to go in this race.
And look at the skis from the Austrian technicians have obviously done a great job today. The whole group's back together, and that's all due to the downhill section and well prepared skis.
Yeah, well, Oftebro on that right hand side of your picture. Stefan Rettenegger wearing 6, looking pretty good. 26 is Skoglund. Geiger's in that mix as well, in the black bib, black suit, of course, of Germany. And Eero Hirvonen has joined Ika Herala, 2 Finns together as well.
That's great to see, isn't it? A few new names in the top group here, with the 2 Finns. Well, we know one of them's always been there, Herala, but to have Hirvonen there and Overmaier. Yeah, this is a false flat.
It's quite a distance, isn't it? They've pulled out from the rest. That leading group almost 20 seconds ahead, and it's being led by Jens Lewis Oftebro. 1,500 metres to go. Just about every metre is an important one now. Ika Herala just being dropped off the back of that. Eero Hirvonen, his teammate, has certainly done a job here. And here comes the attack again. Who is going to benefit from this hill? Jens Lewis Oftebro at the moment, but they all look a little tired, it has to be said.
They do, and to be honest, we know it's a technical course, and we know it's such a brutal course with the uphill sections, and this is where the legs will be burning, and they will be like, oh, come on, guys, we do not have to sprint this one out. My legs are burning already, and this will really test them.
Look at Skoglund go. Skoglund's put a shift in there. He's just got ahead of Geiger. Obermeier's still there with Rettenegger and Lampeter.
I am just looking where our best jumper is Rettenegger Thomas, and he's a bit further down, isn't he? Around about 42 seconds. And this is also another funny thing, isn't it? The Olympic teams have been picked. And, I mean, we're not going to talk about too much about the Olympics, because that's another competition. But I do then wonder if you see the likes of Obermaier coming through with such a strong race, the Austrian coaches might be thinking, oh dear, have we made the wrong decision? And it's a hard one, isn't it? So many talented athletes, and you have to leave so many behind.
Obermaier might be just saying, look, I'm just going to prove a point here. Anyway, at the front, it's Jens Lewis Oftebro. But look who's behind him, Vincent Geiger. Just into his ski tracks there. That's a comfortable position to be. And then Skoglund, Obermaier in that group as well as Stefan Rettenegger. Johannes Lampeter has dropped towards the back of that group, and then 10 seconds or so, and Eero Hirvonen has not been able to keep pace with them. Into the last kilometre we go of this challenging 10K.
It is, and this is where we will see who has got the best legs today. Will Geiger be able to go ahead, and they will be sprinting it out, even though it is the mass start, and even we do have the ski jumping later. We're definitely going to see athletes who are hungry. Lampard and Rettenegger just dropping off the back of this group. But Oftebro is just showing us why he is wearing the red bib with the best skier.
Well, he won the last 2 events when we were in Oberhof. He's looking really good here. He's attacking hard, and Geiger's struggling to keep with him. And Skoglund and Obermaier struggling to keep with him. This is a great attack from our leader. He's looking in really good form, Jens Lewis Oftebro.
And then Geiger, I think, is also just showing us, hey guys, I'm back. And there's a reason why I've been picked for the Olympics. And because we weren't that sure, were we, how he was doing after his injury he had at the beginning of the season. But he's obviously, well, recovered to 100%. But Oftebro, he's made one attack, didn't he, on the uphill section, and he is gone.
He is gone for sure. He timed that to perfection. No stress on this last hill. He's got to keep it going. But Geiger, well, this is his part of the course. He will remember this fondly from last year, but he has a lot of work to do, and it's going to be a little bit too much, I'm sure. Jens Lewis Oftebro, he's the man who continues his good form. Just 100 metres or so to go after he comes round this corner, and the crowd will acclaim him.
And the crowd is getting so loud. So many spectators here. It's great to see.
Jens Lewis Oftebro it is then coming through. That's a marvellous last lap that he's pulled in, and he wins with a little bit to spare. And look who is in second place, peaking at a good time, I think, with the Olympics looming. Vincent Geiger, he's had his troubles. That's a fabulous finish for Skoglund, and Obermeier gives the home crowd something to cheer about, with Lamparter not far behind, and Rettenegger finishing that trio of skiers from Austria. And then a bit of a gap between them and the Finn. This is Eero Hirvonen. He's in splendid isolation. Round the corner will be coming our next athlete. Now, this is just spectacular from Oftebro. Look how far ahead he is of the rest. And they have done really well. Behind him, Hirvonen and Herrera, Alessandro Petan of Italy inside the top 10. Schmidt, Grieder, Tannheimer, Christian Ilves will be disappointed with 13th place, I am sure. And Oftebro, Einar Lewis Oftebro, who was on the podium with his brother recently, out of the reckoning at the moment.
Definitely will be. And I'm quite surprised, I have to say. I mean, you're in the top 20 and you're already a minute 21 behind. And, you know, it's one of these things, you're in the mass start, you could be running with a group, which is running a bit slow. Oh, there's Biv 300, look at that. It's great, isn't it?
Oh,
it really is.
Yeah.
And you could be running with a group which is running a bit too slow for you, but you don't want to make a big attack. So it's one of these funny things where you just have to stick with that group and then make it to the finish and then go and do a great jump later on.
And you've got that kind of feeling of you come over the line a bit undercooked. You feel, I'm not really, well, I say stretch your legs, you know what I mean. I haven't really given it everything because the race dictated otherwise, really.
Yeah, definitely, and we're in for some great jumping yesterday. And just looking at the provisional competition round we did have yesterday, the winner was Rettenegger Thomas, who jumped 104 metres. He was 8 seconds in front of Real from Austria, who was closely behind him. So anything is possible later on.
Nicholas Manchinski looks like he's had a good race, shall we say. Still coming over, like I say, 57, I think it was, in the end, who set off. Breschel comes over inside the top 50, but 2 minutes and 41, and that will be a shed load of points behind the leaders, and that's when,
Definitely.
you know, the triple, you could be cooked by the first cross-country.
You could be, and Guy will be very happy with that race because he didn't have a great PCI yesterday. 97 metres, put him in 23rd place with a minute 12 behind. That's around about 15 points. Yeah, round about that. So, yeah, definitely someone to look out for later on.
Zhao goes over the line. He is a work in progress when it comes to cross country. Certainly shows a lot of promise ski jumping wise. And here is Shugo Azagami. I think it was Azagami who had the fall, wasn't it? Early on.
It was. So he gathered himself up. It's never easy to have a fall during the race. It's never easy. It's one of the worst things which happens because you're out your rhythm. You have to find your rhythm again and get back up. And yeah.
Well, and not only that, it happened at the top of a hill, so he had to scurry back down to get his pole and then come back over the the part of the hill you'd already traversed, but there you go.
Exactly.
That is life, as they say, and we've still got athletes coming over. 45 is Pascal Müller of Switzerland, behind the Japanese trio, and he's not happy, is he?
Oh, he doesn't look happy.
And we've still got a few to come. We know we're done. There we are done. And Oftebro, not far behind, is Geiger, Skoglund, Obermeier in terms of points. It's all doable, isn't it?
It is.
That's the beauty of starting with the mass start. It keeps it hopefully tight for tomorrow's competition. The compact and then the Gunderson. And then we'll know who has the triple. And the triple has just become more and more important in the calendar, hasn't it, Manny?
It has, and it's definitely an event where the athletes also are really excited about, and they look forward to it. They know that there's, well, loads of spectators, the Austrian fans, German fans. You know, Seefeld's really central if you think about it. I mean, we heard Hagen before say her friends and family are here, and I thought to myself, well, you know, get a flight into Innsbruck, get a train up to Seefeld, only half an hour away. So, you know, it's great for all the nations, to be honest. Only, well, an hour away from Italy.
It is. This is the race that they all came to see, and it was an interesting one, but it really all unfolded in the last couple of Ks, really, if that, perhaps the last kilometre.
It did, because on this... Sorry there, Richard, but on this brutal course, you know, you don't want to go too early, because you could blow up. I mean, it's harsh to say, but it's so brutal, and if you go too early or too soon, yeah, you're going to feel it and you're going to pay for it. So that's why they all did it very, very well. They would have talked to the coaches, hey, what should we do? When should we go? And they did it very well.
I mean, the racecraft is, you've got to be intelligent. I mean, you've got an intelligent approach to how this is going to work, and also keep calm. If you're still not ahead with a couple of Ks to go, but you know you can, pick your moment. And he certainly did pick his moment, didn't he?
He certainly did. And great tactical racing from many athletes today out on the course. I mean, you know, it's -1, sun's out, so it's not going to feel like -1, so it's going to feel pretty warm. And the technicians will be very glad that the cross-country's over, because it would have been a very hard one today for them. They'll be getting ready for tomorrow's race. So, yeah, there's no real break. The women will be getting ready for the jumping, which is coming up very soon. And the men will be like, okay, got to get dressed, got to go warm up again, get the wider skis, and, yeah, go again tomorrow.
It's such a different sport, isn't it? You really do have to reset your mind and concentrate on that. And we'll see how Oftebro goes. But he certainly looks so strong once he hit the top. Look at the attack from behind from Stefan Rettenegger, really digging in there, but he just looks so comfortable, doesn't he?
Oh, he does. He really does. We weren't quite sure what was going on at the beginning, did we? But we saw the attacks over the top of the hills. We saw athletes come forward. We saw the two Finn athletes. We saw Obermeier from Austria come through again. So, you know, at the mass start, anything can happen. And the competition's not over yet, which is the great thing.
No, and he might, just might, have his 10th victory. But his weaker suit is coming up, and that is the ski jumping. It's not done and dusted yet, for sure.
It's not.
I hope we're going to hear from him before we disappear, get it ready for the ski jumping.
Jens, congratulations, in the lead in the mass start here in Seefeld. First day of the triple, but a very tough race out there. You look a bit exhausted. How was it?
It was one of the hardest races this season. I was actually struggling a bit the first 2 laps, and yeah, the Austrians did set a high pace, and also some other guys, and yeah, just tried to push. And yeah, on the last lap I saw the other ones was tired as well, so I just tried to go as fast as possible, and yeah, I got the gap. And I think it's a bit yeah, a good opportunity today with a lot of seconds down to the best jumper, so we will see, but a really hard race.
Good luck for the jumping part. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, still getting the breath ready, and we will be back in less than an hour's time for the ski jumping. We'll see you then.